Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I'm 20 years old and my boyfriend is 24 years old. We've been dating for a while and are thinking about moving in together. Right now, he still lives at home. I have my own apartment. The idea would be we'd find a bigger apartment together. Here's the problem. In a different conversation, he dropped, I'd wear a nice shirt, but I don't know if my mum has done laundry yet. I was surprised and asked him if his mum always did his laundry. That's how this conversation started. Turns out his mum does everything, and I do mean everything. He can't cook anything, doesn't know how to clean anything, and never had to budget his money. I told him I didn't want to move in with him until he could at least do the basic things. I'm scared of taking on the teacher or mum role in the relationship and not being able to escape it, if that makes sense. I told him that I enjoy cooking and if he spends weekends here, I'd have no problem teaching him then, but that he needs to learn the basics of cleaning somewhere else and that maybe we should wait a bit before getting an apartment together. He doesn't like that at all. He's annoyed that I don't trust him to learn these things and I don't want to teach him, so I must not care about him that much. Wait, what do you need to learn though? Hold on. Cleaning, doing the laundry. The most it will take him to learn that is like a couple minutes. I mean, cleaning, that's self-explanatory. You just clean. I don't know, use a vacuum, use a mop, clean the place, put your clothes in the laundry basket. And then doing the laundry, if you have a washing machine, put some detergent in, press some buttons, wait for it to finish, and then put it in the dryer or hang your clothes outside. There's not really much to learn for like cleaning and all those stuff. I feel like the only thing he needs to learn is cooking. But even I do feel like you don't even really have to learn cooking if you don't want to. You could just buy stuff from the grocery store that's already made. If they don't have time, then that's one solution as well, because cooking is hard. Okay, cooking something nice is hard work. Cooking takes a lot of time, so I can understand if he doesn't want to learn cooking, if he's like tired working and all that. They could just go out and eat, or just buy already cooked food, or just eat simple, eat some potatoes, steam some broccoli. What else is there? Protein, you can eat chicken. I feel like he's just making excuses, honestly. I genuinely like him, but I'm pretty busy. I'd rather spend our time together hanging out than showing him how to vacuum or do laundry. Plus, I just don't enjoy taking on that role. What do you mean show him how to do vacuum? He's 24 years old. He doesn't know how to use a vacuum cleaner? What's going on? I'm so confused. It's not like she's teaching a 4-year-old, He's 24. It's just not making sense to me that he doesn't know how to do anything. I suggested he ask his mum. He doesn't want to. He wants to move in together and then we'll figure it out. That scares me. Am I wrong for not wanting to teach him and wanting to wait to move in until I know he can and will do some things? No, of course not. Obviously, when you want to move in with someone, you want to be on the same page. You don't want to move in and then clash with them every single day. Like, no, don't do that. It's just going to be a waste of time, honestly. Because I do feel like small things like these will end up being annoying in the future. It seems like all fun and games when you move in together and then you learn everything new together. But if one isn't willing to learn, at the end of the day, it's not going to work out. And you're just going to be really annoyed. Because if you're going to be the one to be doing everything, that's annoying. What do you mean you don't know how to vacuum the place? I learned how to vacuum my house when I was like 10 years old. Gotta do all the chores, gotta wash the dishes, fold the clothes, vacuum the house, mop the house. I wish I got paid for that. Alright, moving on to the next story. Background. I am 35, married to my husband of 37 of 6 years and a working mother, nurse of 3 kids. We were at my in-laws' house for Thanksgiving dinner and every family member was able to make it. We were at dinner table when my brother-in-law started talking about his girlfriend's newfound hobby, which is dancing, and said she's been dancing for him every night after she gets back from her Zumba classes. The men in the family clearly got interested and they kept talking about it in details as me and other women were just rolling our eyes. My husband then all of a sudden just threw his fork and looked at me and said, "Hey Jess, why can't you dance for me when you come home every night like brother-in-law's girlfriend's name does?" He did not just do that. He just put her in the spotlight like that. Who does that? I was blown away by his question and really thought he was joking, but no. I looked around and saw everyone staring at me with my cousin-in-law sarcastically singing the Dance Monkey song. I flipped out and said, I don't know, maybe because when I get home, I cook, then start my cleaning routine, then feed the kids dinner, then do the dishes, then get our 8-month-old to sleep, then clean the messy bathroom and bedroom, then suddenly fall asleep the minute I get in the bed from being exhausted from working on my feet all day long, then coming back to a messy home and demanding kids and a husband. God, what a terrible wife I must be to not find time to dance. Whoa. She told him. He froze in his place and the entire table got quiet. Then my sister-in-law's jerk cop husband, who hates my husband's guts, started laughing, then said, good God. Guess chicken's really becoming home to roost, huh? My husband's face was so pale, he just told everyone after noticing how awkward things got that he needed a minute outside. He got up and walked out and I followed him and he flipped out on me saying, great job making Thanksgiving awkward and embarrassing him in front of his family like that. An argument ensued and he said he wanted to leave after I caused him to be in an awkward position in front of his family. Where, what a baby. We got home and he shut down completely. I stayed with the kids and couldn't sleep even after I called my mother-in-law, his stepmom, saying good on me for calling him out as he stepped out of line, but she could be biased since she hates his guts too, and I just felt guilty when I think about what happened, thinking I mishandled the situation and ruined Thanksgiving for everyone. I don't think so. If he puts you on the spot like that, trying to embarrass you, and you just told him the truth, honestly, some people need to hear that, alright? Like, I don't care whether or not she could have done that at home or whatever. He asked a question and she answered it truthfully for him. If he didn't want to embarrass himself, he shouldn't have asked that question in the first place. Like, what kind of question was that? He threw his fork and he was like, why don't you dance for me?
What?
And even if it was a joke, such a dumb joke. That's like the worst thing you could ever do. You know?
Look at her dancing so well for her husband. Why don't you ever do that for me, Jess? Jess, why not, Jess? Why can't you just be amazing like her?
I have a sister who is 32 who has a husband who's 38. They have 4 kids, 10, 8, 5 and 3, and she's pregnant. My sister works a full-time job, 40 plus hours a week, and cleans her entire house, cooks, takes care of all her children without him doing anything. Wait, why is this so similar to the last story? Is this just all about these men being incompetent? It is seriously mind-blowing that she wakes up at like 4 a.m, cooks breakfast, does chores, gets all of her kids ready for school, takes them all to school and daycare, and all he does is stay home and work. And when his kids get home, after my sister picks them up, of course, he will play with them for a little and play video games until he falls asleep. She actually makes more than him. My fiance and I had to stay with them for 6 weeks while our home was being renovated, and since we both work from home, we helped her, and it is amazing how much happier she is when she has help. I helped with the kids and my fiance even drove her to doctor's appointments. Her husband literally only acknowledges he is a parent when his family is around. Then he is a God-fearing, hard-working father of 5. He doesn't drive his own wife to doctor appointments? He is the one that wanted more kids. She wanted to stop after her last baby, but he needed more boys. I am seriously concerned not only for her, but her kids as well, because now her oldest is seeing what's happening and trying to help, but my sister is prideful and refuses to let her child do anything. Me and this man have never gotten along. He's been acting like this since the 8-year-old was born. I've tried talking to her about leaving, but she doesn't want her kids to grow up in a broken home, and unfortunately her experience with our parents' divorce was completely different than mine, so she doesn't understand that a divorce would benefit her kids here because she thinks they need the mum and dad together. Cut to this past weekend. Her and her husband threw a pre-Thanksgiving potluck where our entire family plus his was there. I stayed with my sister a few days before because I knew he wouldn't help. Oh, it's always Thanksgiving. Something always happens at Thanksgiving. So we're at dinner, all talking, and I mentioned we are trying for a baby, and my brother-in-law makes an offhanded comment to him about how hard fatherhood is, and I snapped and said, like you would know. He looked taken aback and asked me what I meant, and I unloaded on him, calling him a pathetic excuse for a man who makes my 8-month pregnant sister do everything for their family. I went off for a solid 10 minutes and he sat there shrinking in his seat. I left. Oh my god. One day, one person is gonna blow up, that's for sure. Last night, my sister called me and thanked me for standing up for her and told me she appreciated me. Although today, I got a very nasty text from him telling me I'm a terrible person, and because I lied in front of his family, his mum is angry at him and is moving in with them to help her out, and I've made him the laughing stock of his family. He certainly thinks so, but am I wrong for doing this? Of course not. Some people do need to hear the truth, okay? The longer they don't hear it, the longer they think they're right in doing things like that. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!